makes its way into the Northland, we're hearing from Duluth city leaders about the possibility of a snow emergency.
Plus, after burning through their built-in snow days, Superior schools plan to go virtual Tuesday. How district leaders are making it work last minute. And an Iron Range lawmaker battling ALS plans to retire. We hear from his colleagues about the lasting impact he'll leave on Minnesota.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Welcome to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from the Glensheen Mansion tonight. You can see the waves rolling out there right now on Lake Superior as we are about halfway through this two-day storm system. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Briggs LaSavage. Those high winds are also causing blowing and drifting snow tonight, creating some very dangerous road conditions. In fact, we're learning police have shut down the Superior-bound lanes of the Bong Bridge as they deal with a crash there. Officers told me just minutes ago these are some of the worst road conditions they've ever seen. Now, CBS 3 meteorologist Bo Fogel joins us live from our mobile weather lab. I believe he's in Superior right now. Bo, what are you seeing out there?
Well, right now we're actually heading on Superior Street, heading towards Superior right now. We're still in Duluth, but we're on Superior Street heading eastward. But right now we're seeing some crazy road conditions right now. We got a lot of roads completely covered, and we're still seeing the snow falling. And what's even worse is the wind is still very strong coming in from the east-northeast. So it's blowing the snow around. So the thing is, these clouds come through and they clear the snow, and then the wind blows the snow back onto the road, making for some slippery conditions. So far, have not seen any accidents quite yet, but I have seen a lot of plows still working out in these crazy conditions, and the visibility is very low. I am seeing a lot of cars with their headlights on, but if you are heading now, please keep your headlights on so people can see that you are coming. But you can see right there, plows are just out trying as fast as they can to clear these roads. So as I mentioned, a lot of areas are still seeing some crazy conditions right now, and we're going to continue on seeing the snow for a little while longer. We got another round coming. So Dave, I'm going to toss it back to you so you can give us a rundown of that round 2 coming tomorrow.
All right, thanks a lot, Bo. Stay safe out there, drive cautiously, and come back to us in one piece. And that's what we all need to do here tonight as we all face one sort of alert or another. We'll start to the north and work to the south. Up there, northern St. Louis County, Coochin County, may not be much snow at all from this system, but the cold is coming. So there you have a wind chill advisory overnight tonight. For the Iron Ranges, winter weather advisory. The snow is going to be moderate to heavy for folks there through tomorrow night. Winter weather advisory also in effect for our friends in the Upper Peninsula. Moderate to heavy snowfall possible there. And the heart of the region, including much of the North Shore, the Twin Ports, east central Minnesota, and northwestern Wisconsin, a true winter storm warning in effect until midnight tomorrow night. That's where snow could be the heaviest, go 12+ inches. I'll show some charts about how much snow is going to fall in a few more minutes. But first, we'll take a look at the latest Doppler, which shows that our low pressure system bubbling up from the south is now affecting much of the area from parts of southern Douglas County and central Douglas County in Wisconsin up towards the border with Canada in Minnesota, and starting to affect the Upper Peninsula as well. We're about halfway through this system, so we're going to have to gird our loins and buckle down at least till midnight tomorrow night. Road conditions not too bad up towards International Falls, but the rest of the region, indeed, as we've been seeing, getting scattered slippery spots on the fringes of our area and completely snow-covered roads in the heart of the region. We're going to have to travel cautiously indeed tomorrow morning for the commute and right now for the commute, and I'll talk about when things are going to get better in more detail coming up in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Despite the snowfall, the city of Duluth says they are not declaring a snow emergency today.
CBS 3's Natalie Grant spoke to city leaders today about their decision and why they say they don't need one yet.
Kristen Briggs, I'm out here on Superior Street in Duluth's Lincoln Park Craft District, where you can see the snow is still coming down tonight. Conditions out here are not great, to say the least, with visibility being one of the key concerns. As we were driving over here tonight, it was hard to see even a couple feet in front of our car. And just looking down Superior Street right now, I can't see more than a block down the street here. But as far as road conditions go, those seem to be doing all right so far. Since we've been here tonight, we've seen quite a few cars and plows coming down this snow emergency route here on Superior Street, and things seem to be going okay. So far, the plows have been out on the streets in Duluth since early this morning, hoping to get ahead of some of that accumulation from the storm. But the big question on everyone's mind is, why no snow emergency? The city says simply right now that they don't need it. The snow emergencies are put into place for plows to widen parking spaces on main routes and make emergency routes more accessible. Since they have been plowing throughout the day, they have been able to keep up with the snow so far. But with these storms happening back to back, city leaders say it may take some time to get to residential areas and are asking for the public's patience.
The difficulty with this storm is that because we have one and then on the heels of another behind it, we have to reset, and so we aren't really going to be able to get off of mains until the snow completely stops.
Now, the city says if they do decide to declare a snow emergency tomorrow, they will do so by 4 p.m. People will then have 5 hours to move their cars off of those snow emergency routes. And by the way, crews will continue to plow these main roads until the snow stops. Then they will take on the residential areas. Now, this storm has not only taken a toll on the travel throughout the city today, it's also taken a toll on some local businesses. Coming up tonight at 6, we're hearing from one of those new businesses in the area who decided to close shop early today because of the storm.
All right, thank you, Natalie. Now, if a snow emergency is declared, we will make sure to let you know on air and on our CBS 3 mobile app.
Meanwhile, city leaders in Washburn, Wisconsin have declared a snow emergency. It began at 4 this evening and will last through 10 Wednesday morning. The city asked that all vehicles be removed from city streets, alleys, and parking lots to help the plows get through. The city says if you fail to comply, you could be issued a citation. You can find a full schedule of plow times on our website. And Ashland has also declared a snow emergency. That went into effect at 9 this morning and will last through noon on Wednesday. Parking on city streets is not allowed. The Superior School District will have a virtual learning day tomorrow after using up all of their built-in snow days for the year. The district had 2 built-in traditional snow days, one of which was used today and the other during a previous snowstorm. Now, to avoid having to extend the school year into the summer, the district will be going virtual for any remaining snow days this year, including tomorrow. Tonight at 6, we'll hear from Superior Superintendent on how the district prepared staff, students, and families for this transition.
Minnesota lawmakers are reflecting after State Senator David Tomassoni announced he will not seek re-election. Tomassoni served Minnesota's 6th district on the Iron Range for nearly 30 years. He was diagnosed with ALS back in July. Republican Representative Dale Lewick says Tomassoni really took him under his wing as part of the Iron Range delegation and helped him understand the regulatory process. He says it will be hard to replace the knowledge Tomassoni has gained over the years.
He knows Northeast Minnesota, particularly the mining and logging world, better than anybody. And so we're really going to have a heck of a void to fill with that expertise down here in St. Paul. There's nobody better at defending our way of life than Dave Tomassoni.
Lewick says Tomassoni, a member of the Independent Caucus, is still very involved in committee hearings. Tomassoni was first elected to the House of Representatives in 1992. He was then elected to the Senate in 2000 and re-elected 6 times. He will continue to serve the rest of his term, which is up in January of 2023. Iron Range District 6A Representative Julie Sandstead also shared a statement on Senator Tomassoni's retirement. The Democrat said Tomassoni has been an unmatched voice for our region, working to create opportunities for people and businesses to prosper. She says Tomassoni exemplifies what it means to be a public servant.
Still to come on Live at 5, Range Regional Airport in Hibbing recently received new firefighting equipment. See their new truck in City by City next.
Hi, it's me again. Listen to this. Medicare Part C plans with extra benefits like getting money added back to your Social Security check every month may now be available to you in your zip code. Make sure you're not missing out. It's simple. 1, call the number on your screen. 2, they'll look up your zip code and see if you're eligible. 3, they'll check for plans with extra benefits like prescriptions, dental coverage, and the benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every single month. Call now.
I called to get everything I deserve.
I called to check my zip code for a plan with the benefit that adds money back to my Social Security check.
I called to check my zip code.
Check your zip code. It could be dynamite. Call now.
Call 1-800-919-1340. That's 1-800-919-1340 now.
Hi, folks. Medicare Part C plans with extra benefits like getting money added back to your Social Security check may now be available to you in your zip code. Make sure you're not missing out. It's simple. 1, call the number on your screen. 2, they'll look up your zip code and see if you're eligible. 3, they'll check for plans with extra benefits like prescriptions, dental coverage, and the benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every single month. Call now.
I called to get everything I deserve.
I called to check my zip code for a plan with a benefit that adds money back to my Social Security check.
I called to check my zip code.
Millions of people have called the Medicare Coverage Helpline. Call, check your zip code, see if you're eligible, and get what you deserve. Call now.
Call 1-800-476-5600. That's 1-800-476-5600 now.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News, live at 5. Here's a live look from Spirit Mountain tonight, but due to the harsh weather conditions, they've had to close a few of their tow ropes and chairlifts tonight. You can find the latest on their operations on their website. Dave will be in with this week's full forecast in just a few minutes, but first, let's take a look around the region.
A community forum on Chisholm Public Schools and an informational survey for Friends of the Apostle Islands. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start things off in Hibbing tonight, where the Range Regional Airport recently received a new aircraft rescue firefighting truck. ARF trucks are required at all commercial airports, and the FAA fully sponsored this new truck, which differs in several ways from a normal municipal truck. The new vehicle can carry more water than a traditional truck, as fire hydrants are not as accessible, and it carries more agents or chemicals, as fires at airports often include oil or other highly flammable materials. And next we head to Chisholm, where there is a community discussion coming up on Wednesday. Chisholm Public Schools is inviting everyone for a meal and dialogue about educational, operational, and building needs within the district. The meeting will be held at Valentini's from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. The discussion will start promptly at 6. Childcare will also be provided. Organizers ask that you RSVP so they can get a plate count, but it is not required. And we wrap up in the Apostle Islands tonight, where there is a few hours left to help with an informational survey. The Friends of the Apostle Islands National Lakeshore is a nonprofit committed to promoting appreciation and preservation of the park. They are currently conducting a survey about how they can better serve the park and visitors alike. They want feedback on all parts of their organization, from public outreach to website usability. If you are interested in taking the survey, we will have that link and links for all of our stories today on our website. And of course, if there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, a familiar face won another sled dog race over the weekend, this time in the UP. Race details from the UP 200 in just a few minutes.
Just about everybody's getting snow, but so far snow totals wander very widely around the region. For example, the airport in Duluth right now reporting only 2.5 inches, but some parts of the Bayfield Peninsula have gone towards a foot plus. We'll show you who's who and give you the so far snow totals right after our break.
Stay connected to live local CBS 3. Check out our exclusive content on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as our mobile app, and join the conversation on today's big stories.
During the President's Day sale in home furniture, everything is on sale. Plus, 6 years special financing with no money down and no minimum purchase. This table and stools is now just $9.99 and get free shipping. The President's Day sale at Home Furniture.
Good health is key to a good life. In the Cloquet community, keeping you and your family healthy is the goal of the CMH Rader Family Clinic. From routine wellness checks for newborns to treating issues of the aging and everything in between, the CMH Rader Family Clinic provides health care for all, from pediatrics to geriatrics. It's all available right here in your community.
The final winter clearance is on at Northwest Outlet. Shop and get final markdowns on all winter clothing from the North Face and Columbia. Get savings like never before with final markdowns on all winter clothing from the North Face and Columbia. Jackets, coats, parkas, snow pants, footwear, hats, gloves, and mitts. All with final markdowns. Shop for other winter specials throughout the entire store. Come in, get great savings and the best winter clothing from Northwest Outlet Superior. The store that saves you more. Park free right next to the door.
Stickley, fine upholstery and leather, premium solid wood furniture, handcrafted by experienced artisans since 1900. For a limited time, enjoy 40% savings on all Stickley during the Stickley President's Day event, only at Home Furniture.
Just follow me, I'll lead the way.
There's always something new under the sun.
Oh, you just put me in a good mood.
CBS Mornings, weekdays on CBS.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Before we take a look at these snow totals in depth, so to speak, let's talk about the bridge conditions out there, because now we've got reports that the Bong Bridge is opened again after a couple of accidents there, but now the Duluth-bound lanes to the Blotnick are closed because of accidents. So do travel cautiously everywhere here tonight. As I mentioned just a few minutes ago, snow totals wander quite a bit around the area. We'll take a look at what we have so far, and we're getting reports of 13 in Bayfield, 12 inches for Washburn, 6 inches for some parts of Duluth, even though the airport's official total so far is 2.5. Ashland's at 4.5, Red Cliff at 4 inches. So just up the road from Bayfield, there's a big swing there in snow totals. Superior, 3 inches. Gordon's there as well. Cook up north in St. Louis County, just 2 inches. But of course, these numbers are subject to change because we're only halfway through the system. Here's the current conditions for Duluth International, and right now we have 7 above for temperature, and the snow is continuing. Northeast wind 16 miles per hour is causing blowing and drifting, and will egg on a wind chill advisory in the northern parts of St. Louis County tonight and for Itasca County as well. Our relative humidity is 80%, and we already have a wind chill factor of 11 below here in Duluth. So bundle up and drive safely. Those are the two key phrases then till at least midnight tomorrow night. Quick look at the current temp shows we're already below zero from Hibbing to the northern tier of Minnesota. We're looking at 9 above currently in Moose Lake, still 14 Moose Lake, 9 in Cloquet, 14 also in Superior, Solon Springs, and Ashland, 10 to 11 in the Upper Peninsula. But colder air is coming in, and many of us will go below zero in Minnesota tonight by a few degrees, maybe to the tune of 15 below International Falls. Perhaps lows of 0 to 5 above for Wisconsin and Michigan. Chilly nonetheless, no matter how you slice it. Looking at our national picture, low pressure system coming up from the southwest is what's causing the snow we have right now. Theories just a couple days ago indicated that a wave of higher pressure to the north would keep this system out of our area, but that's not holding true right now. It looks like the higher pressure from Canada will keep things on the lighter side for snows for northern St. Louis and Itasca counties perhaps, and Couchiching County, but the rest of us will feel the brunt of this low working through. And it's still working through. Began early this morning about 5 o'clock and is still affecting in a snowy way the Upper Peninsula, northwestern Wisconsin, and much of Minnesota from Carleton County through much of St. Louis. And that's the trend until about midnight tomorrow night. Snow totals through persistence and 48 hours of go. I think inland Minnesota could run about 3 to 6 inches. If they get the 3, International Falls will be doing pretty well, but 6 could be a common theme from Grand Rapids along the Mesabi Range towards the Vermilion Range. And then North Shore numbers, head of the lakes, that zone could be pulling about 6 to 12 inches. And the South Shore, thanks to lake aggravation, could manage 12 to 18. And we've already seen 13 over towards Washburn and Bayfield. So that is very doable. Well, what's coming up after that? Well, the low pressure system slowly working through the area will still be with us here on Tuesday. But once we get into Wednesday, higher pressure from the north will make it sunny once again. And that'll start a dry period that'll be with us for the rest of the week. Tonight, low temps in Minnesota could go from 15 below up north to 5 above by the lake. And just in case your town isn't getting any of the snow yet, you have a 90% chance for some. If you're getting it, 90% chance for more. 90% shot for Wisconsin and Michigan as well, with low temps there 2 to 7 above. Eyeing up the temperatures for tomorrow in Wisconsin, Michigan, 5 in Superior to 13 in Hayward. Everybody else in between, yeah, still a 90% chance for more snow. That includes Minnesota as well, with highs there from 4 above near International Falls to 10 above on Park Point. But then it clears up and stays a bit cool beginning on Wednesday. We'll have a sunnier sky from Wednesday through Monday, but cooler conditions mean by Thursday morning, 15 below for the Twin Ports, which of course is going to mean at least 20 below farther inland. March is now starting to march towards us, but the temperature trends still feel very January-like.
Yes. It's nice to have something to look forward to, not only the weekend, but after, you know, the events of today and the next day or so. I know crews are out there working very hard, so very hard in dangerous conditions, so we thank them. But again, as you mentioned, Dave, take your time if you have to go out on the roads.
That's the perfect lesson to teach tonight, indeed.
All right, thanks, Dave.
A very familiar name in Northland sled dog racing claimed another top title. Brian Anderson won the UP 200 race yesterday, just weeks after winning the John Beargrease Sled Dog Marathon on the North Shore. Anderson of St. Croix Falls crossed the UP 200 finish line in Marquette around 1:30 yesterday afternoon. This is now the 9th time he's won the race. Wade Mars of Alaska came in second. Ely's Nick Vigilante finished third. Much like the Beargrease, mushers say fresh, heavy snow made the race very tough this year. 5 of the 12 teams ended up scratching along the way. Well, speaking of pups, it's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets. And today's pet comes to us from Northwoods Humane Society in Hayward.
Yeah, I love this guy's name. His name is Garfield. So appropriate. He's a 3-year-old orange cat looking for a loving family. Our friends at the shelter tell us he gets along well with people, and he'll let you know when he's ready to snuggle. But he does like the place to himself some of the time, so a house without other cats might be best for him. If you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Garfield, you can call the number on your screen. I think you might want a plate of spaghetti every now and again, too. Too cute.
Well, still to come yesterday afternoon, a fire broke out near Essentra's current construction project, Vision Northland. What we know so far, next.
Russell, what does this have to do with law?
Absolutely nothing.
Hi, folks. Medicare Part C plans with extra benefits like getting money added back to your Social Security check may now be available to you in your zip code. Make sure you're not missing out. It's simple. 1, call the number on your screen. 2, they'll look up your zip code and see if you're eligible. 3, they'll check for plans with extra benefits like prescriptions, dental coverage, and the benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every single month. Call now.
I called to get everything I deserve.
I called to check my zip code for a plan with a benefit that adds money back to my Social Security check.
I called to check my zip code.
Millions of people have called the Medicare coverage helpline. Call, check your zip code, see if you're eligible, and get what you deserve. Call now.
Call 1-800-476-5600. That's 1-800-476-5600 now.
Hi, folks. Medicare Part C plans with extra benefits like getting money added back to your Social Security check may now be available to you in your zip code. Make sure you're not missing out. It's simple. 1, call the number on your screen. 2, they'll look up your zip code and see if you're eligible. 3, they'll check for plans with extra benefits like prescriptions, dental coverage, and the benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every single month. Call now.
I called to get everything I deserve.
I called to check my zip code for a plan with a benefit that adds money back to my Social Security check.
I called to check my zip code.
Millions of people have called the Medicare coverage helpline. Call, check your zip code, see if you're eligible, and get what you deserve. Call now.
Call 1-800-310-2570. That's 1-800-310-2570 now.
It's time to spread game. The Harlem Globetrotters are coming with an all-new tour. 4 quarters of big plays, ankle-breaking moves, and ball-handling wizardry. Do they dunk? Do they dunk? See the stars rattle the rim in the all-new in-game dunk contest. This is the team everyone can cheer for. The Spread Game Tour is coming. Don't miss the Globetrotters in Duluth on March 19th. Go to harlemglobetrotters.com.
British vocal ensemble Voces 8 is proud to inspire people through music and share the joy of singing. See them live Tuesday, March 1st at 7:30 p.m. at Weber Music Hall. For tickets, visit us online.
There are still a lot of unanswered questions after a Superior police officer ran over a person lying in the road Saturday night. According to the Wisconsin DOJ, an officer responded to a call for an injured person near Tower Avenue and North 8th Street just before 10 p.m. That officer had unknowingly run over the person minutes before. At last check, they were in critical condition. The officer is on leave. Today, we asked the DOJ if the person was already lying in the road when they were hit or if the officer hit them first. We also asked for an update on the person's condition and the identity of the officer. The DOJ declined to share an update on their investigation.
Crews are still investigating after a fire at Essentia's Vision Northline construction site. The fire broke out around 2:30 Sunday afternoon. Duluth fire crews say they found 3 propane tanks in flames near North 4th Avenue East and East 1st Street. It took firefighters 2 hours to put out 2 of the tanks. They had the 3rd out by 6 p.m. No one was hurt, and according to Essentia, the new building had some external damage. The cause of the fire is still under investigation.
We've got a lot of news to cover tonight. The world watches as Putin declares parts of Ukraine belong to him. Will the newest threat of sanctions have an impact on Russia's plans to invade? That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
CBS 3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health St. Mary's Heart and Vascular Center. Visit essentiahealth.org/myheart to take our free online heart health risk assessment.
Stretch your dollar with 11% off everything at Menards. Update and beautify your living space with high quality and unique sliding barn doors from Colonial Elegance. Give your home a rustic look with new doors for any room in the house. With over 20 styles, you can add personality to match your unique decor. Get 11% off all Colonial Elegance doors. Get 11% off everything at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Tired of the cold? Then shop for your next vehicle during Kerry Toyota's annual indoor used car sale. We're filling the showroom with used vehicles and slashing prices. Every eligible used vehicle at Kerry Toyota comes with a Carfax quality inspection report and manufacturer powertrain warranty. Plus, with your used car purchase, receive a Kerry Toyota gift pack valued over $300. Hurry to experience the quality difference during Kerry Toyota's annual indoor used car sale. Voted best car dealer 22 times.
About letting them see one another. Just because I disagree with you on one issue doesn't take that humanity away.
No
teacher has ever won an award that their students didn't earn.
I love giving back with my job because I was a product of special ed, and I feel so great to give back to the students because of my story.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northlands still to this day. Join me, Kristen Bakke, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining.
Brought to you by Range Regional Airport. Watch Eye on Mining with Kristen Bakke every Tuesday at 10. Only on live local CBS 3.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News live at 5. Here's a live look from our mobile weather lab tonight and an update to the news we brought you earlier in the show. Duluth bound lanes on the Blotnick Bridge are closed as Minnesota State Patrol works on several vehicle accidents there. No word on any possible injuries yet tonight, but we'll continue following this developing situation and bring you updates all throughout the night. Meanwhile, all lanes of the Bong Bridge have reopened. Superior Police are urging travelers to be extra careful and drive slowly.
A good message from police there, Dave. Folks should really hunker down if they can because those roads are bad out there.
Yeah, that is a very, very good point. All of us in our region face one advisory or another. For extreme northern Minnesota, it's an advisory for cold where there won't be that much snow. But for the rest of us, winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings in effect till perhaps midnight tomorrow night because we're only halfway through the snow. There's more coming. And looking at the current Doppler map, we see it indeed is in place over much of the region, and that has knocked down the roads for just about everybody except around International Falls. So do drive cautiously, and we'll have updates, of course, at 6.
We'll see you at 6.